and they're out there fighting the good fight. And it's good to be back here tonight doing that same thing with Rick Delgado here live from Studio 6B, fighting the good fight. Then, you get to these weekends and everything seems kind of quiet. It seems kind of quiet on the weekends. Quiet. And then, you try to get away from the news and you get back to the news over the weekend and you just see, you just got to get back here and start fighting for the things that matter again, like the economy, like your family, your way of life, because it's all under attack. Everything in between, it's just all under the attack. It's all on the table, and we need this. It just brings me back to the GOP. There's a lot you could launch in on a lot of things. The Democrats that we found out today, the stuff going on. I want to get to Louisville here in a second. What happened there, unfortunately, today. But when you look at the GOP and you just look at a time where we need more vision than ever right now with everything going on. What is the GOP vision? What is the vision? What is the clarity? What's the short-term vision? What's the long-term vision? What's the vision and clarity on our culture, on the economy? What is it on our bodily autonomy right now? What is it on all the trendy stuff? What is it on COVID? 1,120 days to slow the spread. Finally, today we get the end of the COVID mandates. What is it? What's the vision on the COVID vaccines? What is it on the biomedical security state? What is it on the ever-growing surveillance state? What is the GOP vision on America becoming more like China every single day? What is it? Is there a vision from the GOP when it matters on the things that actually matter? Not 2, 3 months, 4 months, 2 years down the road. Where is it? Where is it from the GOP? Does anybody know? On the grand issues of our time, I still sometimes search for it. I don't know what it is. Look at what's going on in this country right now. I saw, and some of you saw my tweet today to Josh Hawley talking about something or other. And it's like, okay, it's great to tweet about it. What the hell are you going to do about it? Instead of just dancing around and shouting about it, what are you going to do? And of course, that's the ever question with the GOP. Budget deficit for the first 6 months of 2023, nearly $1 trillion. That's what the budget deficit is. So on our side, you just have a bunch of, you have a lot of shouting, a lot of dancing, a lot of make-believe putting up like they, push back. But the Democrats continue to just push forward. And we have this perceived notion of our side battling these issues and they really don't battle these issues. They don't really battle it. Yeah, they come out and say, well, we're not for that. And, we kind of oppose it maybe on paper. But, they indulge your talking points and my talking points and our talking points, and they'll listen a little bit. Meanwhile, the borders are open. ESG, DEI, it all pushes forward. Central bank digital currency pushes forward. Fauci still giving interviews. All of it still pushes forward. And where's the GOP? Well, we're screaming and yelling on Twitter about things we don't like. Talking point here, talking point there. Where is the actual organized intellectual and activist movement to stop what's going on in this country from the GOP? That's what I want to know.
Right.
That's what I want to know. Where is it? Border still wide open. 26 states now, I believe the number is, after North Carolina. And that the representative who switched parties to give the Republicans now the supermajority, I believe, or whatever it was. 26 states. So why is it in 26 red states we don't have legislation continuously coming to these floors to be voted on to fight against what we're seeing from the federal government? That's the question you all should be asking yourself. Because we're not seeing it. As a matter of fact, we're fighting for things still that you would think we'd be able to get through in some of these places. Cartels running the border wide open. Again, ESG, DEI, all of it pushes forward. The culture continues to get fractured. The Democrats act like they want a race war in this country with everything going on with these 3 Tennessee lawmakers that we're hearing so much about. Could you imagine MTG going to the floor with a bullhorn? What would have happened?
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine any Republican on January 6th going to the floor with a bullhorn? What would have happened? But look at what's happening in Tennessee. Look what's happening with these three. What we're hearing, how it's being framed. Look what's happening with crime. Did you see this video out of New York in this bodega today in New York City? This guy gets shot in the head twice.
No.
Guy walks in to buy something, talks to this kid at the counter. Looks like a young kid. I don't know what was exchanged. There was no audio on it. Guy grabs whatever he's going to grab, turns around to walk out. The kid pulls a gun out of his jacket and shoots him in the back of the head. And then as he's laying on the floor, he shoots him again as he's walking out and then rumbles through his pockets. This is in New York City today, in Harlem. This is what's going on. New York City has a brand, we're told by the mayor.
Oh, yeah.
Violent criminals being released on the streets. Violent offenders let out. In red states, again, I say it again, 26 supermajorities. Where's the legislation?